Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Detroit Pistons. And guys, for the Pistons, they've got their hearts set on ringing in the new NBA season with a clean 1-0 record. And this is a team that believes they can do that. All the fine-tuning and changes of the offseason are what they hope will start to take shape starting tonight. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Kenny.
Yeah, well, some people would say that you can start with a clean slate. But then certain people are saying we're building off of last year. So this is a continuation. But whatever happened last year to some of those teams who didn't reach their goals, they just can wash it out and start. But there are certain teams saying, yes, we are who we were last year, and watch who we are this year.
You want to come out the gate strong. Ernie, I think we're in for an exciting year. And it was a pleasure seeing you in San Tropez on our vacation.
Yes.
That's a nice aqua machine you got.
It was very surprising to see you there, big fella, too.
I was
memorable.
invited.
How'd you like my bathing suit, Ernie?
Well, let's get it to Kevin Harlan.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the NBA on Hollywood Sports Entertainment. As you can see, I have my Detroit Pistons going up against these Hawks.
The sights of the Atlanta skyline as we are here.
This is my GM.
There is a buzz in the air here at the Phillips Arena. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan alongside.
All right, let's get this season going, guys. Let's get it going.
It's all about
we are on the road in Atlanta right now.
The action is today as the Atlanta Hawks get ready to battle.
Oh, come on, Drummond.
And look at the starters for the Pistons. Jennings and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Ilyasova out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. Good.
Wow.
Korver's got the first 3
points
tonight
out with
Atlanta.
And they are on the board first.
Trying to set the tone here early. I like that.
Certainly the biggest surprise last year, Clark, was the play of the Atlanta Hawks. You would have picked them to win the East at the start of the season.
Well, they did it, and they earned it. The Hawks didn't have any superstars on their roster, but they won with solid team play.
On the clock, here's Ilyasova. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And that's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And T, here we go.
Oh, come on, ref, call that.
T. Outside for Millsap. For 3.
No.
Rebound by Ilyasova.
Can't start out shooting all these threes.
For the Hawks, they did end up with 4 All-Stars last season. And as you said, it was all about how they worked together as a team.
Now here's Jennings. He dishes it to Ilyasova. Pulls from the top of the key. Jennings can't get it.
Oh, man, I thought we had the rebound.
Not sure what he was thinking about on that shot.
Stop
That is
ball.
not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even
Korver trying to
consider
taking
that
threes
shot. Just
already.
a poor choice there. And, you know, around the NBA, the league recognized the Hawks were a complete team. Everybody played their roles superbly. The NBA named all 5 of their starters of the week last year in an unprecedented move.
Now here's T, following the miss by Jennings. Millsap left side. That's good. And
oh, they jacking him up, man. They jacking him up.
Millsap's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Back to Korver. It's deflected.
Oh, good block. Push it. Run it, baby.
Detroit moving it up to stop the drought.
Oh, they blocked it.
Oh,
this is going to be tough, man.
Here yet in the quarter.
We're playing on simulation sliders, guys. Ooh, that's got to be a foul. Blocking. Oh, man, that was a charge.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there, and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Splitters checked in for Atlanta. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Teague. And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in.
We haven't even got on the
Marcus
board
Morris
yet. We're getting blown out, man.
Ilyasova. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Jackson in for Brandon Jennings.
And guys, you gotta love the front court for these Atlanta Hawks. I mean, Al Horford and Paul Millsap will both give up a few inches in terms of height, but you won't find a more skilled and versatile front court in the NBA.
Here's
Go
Baines.
down.
And he finishes nicely on the way.
Good job, Baines.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
You know, sometimes all it takes is one to get a team going. And we'll see if that's the case here.
Way to help out,
Here's
Baines.
Schroeder. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Well, speaking of the skill of the Atlanta front court, their offense predicated on ball movement and spacing.
I like those
and
Atlanta
shooting.
jerseys. They look
Like
nice.
San Antonio, Horford and Millsap, a perfect fit.
Really, those two enjoy playing together. Excellent chemistry between them because they're both mobile, agile, skilled big guys.
After a rookie season in which he really
What's that in
struggled,
his head?
Dennis Schroeder made big
That's just
strides last year.
color?
Yeah, I think pretty much dramatic improvements across the board, Kevin. Really a most improved candidate for sure. He solidified that reserve unit for the Hawks, in my opinion.
Now here's Jackson. Down low. And
Oh, bad
stolen by
pass.
Splitter.
Come on,
Off the
Jackson.
court. Hardaway passes to Holiday.
D up, guys. D up.
Back to Hardaway. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
The board.
Scott dishes to
Come on,
Holiday.
guys. Get some rebounds.
He feeds it to Schroeder. Goes
Help
up
out.
again. Good for the basket. Starting off.
They got too many
1-for-1 with
opportunities
that
on
shot.
the offensive side that
Can't
time.
afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still,
All right,
as a
man, let's run
defender,
it, let's run it,
you got to
let's
do
run
a
it.
better job of fighting over and through that.
With 1 on the clock. That's tipped.
Woo! We got to learn this new system, man.
Hawks on top, leading by 9. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
We got to learn this new system, guys. This gameplay totally different. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. NBA 2K Sports. Oh, you can tell they did the body scans. They got the different sizes on the cheerleaders. Oh, that looks good.
What stands out to you stats-wise?
We don't watch any of the cheerleaders.
Defensively,
Yeah, wait till we
they
go
have
back to
been
Detroit.
in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and
I
drive.
like this
doing
Atlanta
really
arena,
good
man. It
work
looks
at the
nice.
defensive end.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Jennings runs the point with Jackson flanking him. Caldwell Pope out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Drummond in at the 5.
Good
That's
job, good job,
The
Jennings.
Atlanta lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Jackson.
Jackson.
Well, last season the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season.
Oh, watch the
They're
pass!
making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going to the playoffs for 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late.
Set it up, baby. Set it
You
up.
get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
Here's Morris. After the basket by Atlanta, it's back to Jennings. 6 on the shot clock. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Atlanta leading by 8. Picked by Horford. Shooter kicks to Horford.
Defense. Oh,
There's the
man.
basket and make it a double-digit lead.
And I bet most people forget that the Pistons did make the playoffs for 8 straight years before this current drought. It's been a long rebuild process for them recently, but I think they're making progress and moving in the right direction.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Paul Millsap is checked in for Mike Scott. Cephalosha comes in for Hardaway. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And it's Teagan for Dennis Schroeder. And Detroit with a change here, too. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Morris. Now here's Ilyasova. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Drummond. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And for the Pistons, they seem to have a direction and plan now.
And they're gonna blow us out up here.
before.
Rebound.
It won't be
The
easy
rebound,
to get
German.
back into the postseason, but I really feel
Pull up,
like
man,
they're
pull up.
on the right path.
That bucket in no time at all. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Atlanta leading by 8. T gets to Corbin. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. He'll set the screen. And there's Corbin.
God, Corbin's going to keep some those threes, man.
6 points in the game for Kyle Korver. Jackson against Korver. Jackson passes to Jennings. The feed to Ilyasova. From the arc. No luck. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Now here's T. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Well, you just watched Jeff Teague. He's a natural scorer. Clark, he has also made steady improvement as a playmaker.
Yeah, you look at his assist rate, Kevin, well in the top 10 in the league. He's cut down on his turnovers as well.
We're doing bad.
You can tell he's starting to really figure it out, and the game is slowing down for him.
Cephalosha's shot is good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a
We're
score.
playing on
here. I mean,
All-Star,
that's
just so you know. We're playing
Exquisite
on
ball
All-Star.
movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. Pass to Ilyasova. Kicks to Caldwell Pope. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Drummond. Here's Ilyasova. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
The Hawks making a switch here. Splitters checked in. And then for Detroit, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Johnson comes in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Jody Meeks in for Jackson.
They're trying to isolate, huh?
Teague against Jennings.
Good help, good help. Push it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Leaves it up and in off a pretty assist.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Millsap a screen. Here's Teague.
Oh, good block. Where did he get that stuff out of here?
So it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
Ooh, we got some shot blockers out here.
And so we conclude the first half. Hawks lead by 11. Time now for the halftime break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. Atlanta was looking great right away. Some major league offense and defense in the mix as they raced out to an 11-2 lead. Looking at the scoring breakdown, they ended up going wire to wire in the first quarter, never once giving up their lead. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
Well, in terms of running a smooth, efficient offense, they've been as good as it gets. The looks they've created have been high percentage. The ball is moving, guys are rotating. That's what got them those good looks, Ernie. And this is the reason they got that nice lead.
Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
Well, obviously, they were outshot. I thought they mailed it in too many times in terms of their effort. People weren't moving, they weren't screening,
We're only
and they
shooting
definitely
29%.
weren't hustling. They need to hit the ground running to be competitive in the second half, or they could get blown out.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
First half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
All right, babe, let's get back in this game.
Pistons trail by 11.
The Hawks were fantastic last season. After the All-Star break, they did slip up a bit, struggled against teams over.
Oh, man, come
and
on.
Now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Detriot, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Teague and Korver are the guards. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. And it's Cephalosha in at the small forward. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. They lost the last 3 games of the regular season, Clark, and really just limped into the playoffs. Some of it might have just been fatigue.
Yeah, it could have been, and their play at the end of the season did leak into the playoffs, Kevin. I mean, you could see very quickly that they weren't the same team that looked so dominant during the regular season.
So after making the first...
Oh, y'all let him get the rebound. Oh, we got lucky.
Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor.
Oh, come on, Drummond.
For what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks. You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
Korver kicks to Cephalosha. 4 on the clock. And it's Teague. That time an assist from Cephalosha. Cephalosha's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And Jeff Teague, a real speed merchant. I mean, very tough to stay in front of. He can put you on skates, blow by, and get right to the rim.
The Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Now the dish to Caldwell Pope. Ilyasova, a screen on Korver. Caldwell Pope kicks to Ilyasova. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And guys, Jeff Teague, an attack guard. He's just an average three-point shooter, but he gets to the free throw line in bunches, shoots at a high percentage, and has really revolved, I think, into one of the elite point guards in the league.
Pistons trail by 15. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
See how this playbook works.
Pope kicks to Jackson. Pass to Ilyasova. Shot clock at 5.
They're playing some good D.
Here's the 3. And Jackson gets it to go.
Shot Jackson.
Jackson's got 8 points.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. And it's their first look at this year's Pistons here for the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
Exactly. Guys, they're clearly the better team, but you can't take anybody for granted. They're all NBA players. They get their checks twice a month across the league, so you've got to come prepared and focused and ready to play.
Caldwell, hey, you ain't coming in here, bro.
And Al Horford is just a winner, guys. I mean, win 2 NCAA titles at his time playing for Florida. His teammates call him the Godfather because of how calm and quiet he is in terms of his leadership and the mentoring he provides. It's been the same here in the NBA.
That one misses. And that Florida team with Horford, Noah, and Corey Brewer, such a tight-knit group. All those guys still competing and defending at a very high level now in the NBA.
Each of those guys very team-first in their approach. That's what they're about.
You can't bow bucket, man.
And because they've experienced championship winning, they stay locked into that task.
Teague dishes to Korver. He kicks it to Millsap. Outside Korver, pocket 6, passes to Horford. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Cephalosha's shot is good.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Johnson in the corner. Fires it up. That one bounces around and comes back out.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Inside, outside for Jackson. There's the pass to Johnson. Drummond with a screen on Teague.
Wow.
That's tipped.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
You know, this game is tough, but I love the sim aspects.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
Oh, man, they're blocking
and stolen by
passes.
Jeff Teague. And now it's Teague running. He can go all the way. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. Teague's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
From deep three-point range. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. And this one may already have been decided. The Hawks on top.
Big 20-point lead.
They finish off the third quarter on a 12-3 run. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. The Hawks leading by 20. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Aaron Baines out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Pistons trail by 20. Johnson the screen. To the wing on the left. And Baines kicks to Jennings. Down low. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Here's Morris, down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again. Shot's good by Baines. Baines has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Pistons. Dishes to Splitter. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded by Meeks. Holiday, the pass to Splitter. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And the Hawks lead by 20.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Pistons trail by 20. Johnson the screen. Morris outside.
You know, another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster. And guys, you hear about how the Hawks are the jokingly referred to as the Spurs of the East. It has to do with their coach, Mike Budenholzer, who's really brought that philosophy here to Atlanta.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. Offensively, he wants them to work the ball around. He stressed the need to find good shots, not quick shots. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
Thanks, Doris. Up top, Jennings. 20 feet out. The rebound by Holiday. And for Coach Budenholzer, Greg, he did spend 19 years with the Spurs, so it makes a lot of sense. Clark, he won 4 titles during his time there in San Antonio.
And Kevin, you can really see how he's adapted and brought the motion offense over to this team, and it worked well for the Hawks.
Splitter, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range.
We almost missed
Morris
out.
with the bucket.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Our field goal percentage is horrible.
Now here's Schroeder, guarded closer. To the inside, tries from 10. A rebound by Brandon Jennings. Pistons trail by 18. And stolen by Scott. Feeds it to Hardaway. Soft touch off the glass. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Atlanta?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Max checked in for Atlanta. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Detroit. Blake comes in for Brandon Jennings. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And there's the feed to Baines.
Come on, Baines.
They get it back.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
Splitter sets a screen. Here's Mack. And he makes good on the layup.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. A dominating performance for Atlanta.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And it's always nice to get win number 1 against an opponent you'll be seeing a total of 4 times over the course of the year. They really set the tone tonight for their season series against the Pistons.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Cephalosha. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Detroit with the ball. Baines dishes to Blake.
Shoot it, Blake.
Lets
Shoot
it
it, Blake.
go with a 3. But they recover it. A second chance effort. Detroit, no good that time
We
either.
got blown out by 22 points.
And so Atlanta takes this one.
All right, everybody, that was the first contest of NBA 2K16 on Hollywood Sports Entertainment. I appreciate you watching. I know I didn't play good, but I do appreciate you watching.
Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift.
Just for the effort,
They never
hit that thumbs up button, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit that subscribe button for some more NBA 2K16. I promise you these games will get better, guys. Just get used to it. And as always, until next time, everybody.
Congratulations on this win. It seemed like this game was getting away from you at points. What does the team take away from this game in terms of experience?
We got to do a better job of executing down the stretch. As simple as that. Just glad we got this win. We just can't let these things happen in the future.
An escape from some mistakes, Paul. Well done, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And standing by for the post-game show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you. And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game. What'd you notice about his performance, Kenny?
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every high percentage shots. He shot from every.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.